Okay, this station is all about solving compound inequalities. When we have compound inequalities, there are two types. We have this and type, or this in-between type, and we have the or type, where it's going to go different ways, two separate inequalities. For our and, or our in-between type, my goal is to get x by itself, and whatever I do to get x by itself, I'm going to have to do to all three parts. So I'm going to draw my little dotted lines to separate all three of my parts at my inequality signs. To get x by itself, the first thing I have to do is add 3. So if I add 3 here, I need to also add it over here and also add it over here. Here I'm going to get 10, left with 2x, and 15. Now my last step to get x by itself is to divide by 2. If I divide by 2 here, I need to also divide by 2 here and also divide by 2 here. Now we simplify. 5 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 7.5, or you could say 15 over 2. Here's my final answer. Now this means that x is in between 5 and 7.5. My graph is going to look something like this, an in-between graph with a point at 5 and a point at 7.5. They are closed because I have an or equal to on both of my symbols. Now for this or type, I have two separate inequalities, so I'm just going to solve them separately, pretend like they're not even together. Here I need to get x by itself. I'm going to do that by subtracting 5 from both sides. I get x is less than 2. That's one answer. Over here to get x by itself, I'm going to have to add 10. I get x is greater than 12. That's my other answer. So my final answer is going to say x is greater than 2, or x, nope, not greater, x is less than 2, or x is greater than 12. Now because this does not look like this, it's not going to be in between, I'm going to have graphs going two different ways, one with a point at 2, one with a point at 12. This one is less than 2, so I'm going to the left, greater than 12, so I'm going to the right. I used open dots because my symbols do not have an or equal to, so 2 and 12 are not part of my answer.